Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the Rose Palette collection from Zoya. These are available right now, so in the description box I will link the Zoya site, I will link their Instagram page, and then I will link my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of everything from today's video. So we do have a quick 5 polishes to look at, and let's go ahead and get started. So first we have Palmer, and this one is described as a brilliant blush cream. Here's our first coat of Palmer. This is my jam right here. This is like one of my go-to colors. I would pick this if I had to wear one kind of color for the rest of my life. This is probably the kind of color it would be. Maybe a little bit more white, but definitely a dusty pink. The formula on this was excellent to work with. I did change out my brushes for the Z-wide brushes, and I am happy with that decision. I did 3 coats because I was feeling extra picky this day, but I would have easily worn this one in 2, no problems. This is going to dry glossy all on its own. I do recommend top coat just to keep your manicure lasting though. And there are 3 coats. Next up we have Marcia, and this is described as a warm French rose cream. Here's our first coat of Marcia. This one's a little bit darker than Palmer was, so it is a little bit more opaque. I was happy on 2 coats with this one, though I should have been happy on 2 coats with Palmer as well. The formula on this is so creamy, so smooth, very easy application, especially with this brush. A glossy finish on this one as well, but a top coat will help with longevity. And there are 2 coats of Marcia. Next up we have Maggie, and this is described as a Persian red cream. Here's our first coat of Maggie. This is one that I could have easily gotten away with just 1 coat on. I did do 2 coats just for the purposes of the video, just to show you that it really didn't change anything. It didn't change the opacity, it didn't change the color of the polish. This one I also do recommend going in for a top coat just to keep your manicure lasting, though this does have a nice glossy finish on its own. And there are 2 coats. Up next we have Rochelle, and this is described as a deepened maroon red cream. Here's our first coat of Rochelle. This one is very, very opaque here on this first coat. I did have a couple of spots that weren't totally even though, so I am going to go ahead and recommend 2. Again, an excellent formula to work with. No complaints across the board here. You will want to go ahead and put that top coat on just to protect your manicure. Otherwise, this one does have a nice plump glossy finish to it. But there are 2 coats of Rochelle. And lastly for today we have Susie, and this one is described as a dark cherry red cream. Here's our first coat of Susie. This one has kind of a crelly-like consistency to it, where it's not super even that I would call it a jelly, but it's not as opaque as I would expect a cream of this color to be. So I'm going to go ahead and classify this one as a crelly. I did do 3 coats. I just wasn't super happy with the coverage here in 2. It was still a little bit patchy and a little bit uneven, and I couldn't even imagine what application would be like had I not changed out the brush on this one. Probably would have gone in for at least 4 coats. This does have a beautiful color in the end though. I do think it's worth it, but I do think I have similar colors that don't require 3 to 4 coats. But there are 3 coats of Susie. And here's just a quick look at their hot lips in the shade Starlet. I hadn't experienced their lip glosses before this collection, and I'm on 2 now, and I love them. I thought they were going to be too colorful, too shimmery, but I do think they're really beautiful. And guys, that is it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of these polishes. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up, and let me know what your favorite was. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.